From the most basic of items that help make our lives more efficient, to wonderful inventions that could push humanity to the next level. Join me as I show you 10 incredible technologies that changes the way we live worldwide here on Tech Area. Number 10. Drones.
Of the weapon discharge compensates for its force and quickly readjusts to stay on target.
Let's start out with a technology that everyone knows, and that everyone is starting to see more and more in their everyday lives. Drones have been in the minds of people for many decades and are a staple of sci-fi TV and movies. But in the last decade, they have become a true reality. And more than that, they are evolving at a rate that will make them almost a necessary part of our lives. Drones were once toys, but now they're used as cameras for TV shows and movies. They can be used to scout out areas for law enforcement and more. There are even sports competitions featuring drones. So given all that they do right now, imagine what they could be like in the next few years. Number 9. Transit Elevated Bus. Buses have been an essential part of the world for decades, but they are a bit of a problem in regards to the amount of road space that they take, and they aren't the fastest vehicles around. So the Chinese came up with an idea that could fix all the problems with the vehicle via the Transit Elevated Bus. The best way to think about this is if a bus merged with a train yet was off the ground enough so that cars could pass under it. That may sound complex, but it's honestly a rather clever take on getting around. The goal of this ride is simple: to get people to where they need to go without causing massive traffic jams. A test of this vehicle was done in 2016 and was a complete success. Plus, this bus would go around China on special tracks and can hold up to 300 people. Number 8. Solar Panel Expressway. One of the biggest things that detractors of electric cars have noted over the last several years is that electric cars have a time limit on how long they can go on just battery power. And if a charging station isn't nearby, they're going to run out of power, not unlike a regular car runs out of gas. Solar-powered cars are a way to get around this, but even they have limitations. However, in China, a revolutionary new idea came out and has already been installed into their highways. Yes, they have made roads that are literally solar panels. To what would this accomplish? They're designed in a way to let electric cars drive over them and get charged up as a result. So by driving on these highways enough, you'll get a renewed charge and thus can last a longer amount of time. Should these be installed all over the world? Electric cars could be getting a massive boost in usage. Number 7. Floating Solar Farm. Sticking with solar power, there's another innovation that the Chinese have created and used in abundance that could truly change the world as we know it. To put it simply, instead of just installing solar panels on places in their cities or on their nearby lands, they instead made a floating island of solar panels. Yes, this is a large amount of solar panels that are literally floating on the water. They do this because there's less air pollution on the water than in the cities of their nation, and thus will be able to grab more solar energy. This kind of innovation, though, can be applied all over the world and would add even more the rising green energy movement, as well as help stop pollution if done in large enough amounts. Number 6. Video chat. You might be surprised to see a rather old technology on this list, but given the current state of the world, it's honestly paramount that we include this. The global lockdown due to COVID-19 has forced various people, companies, and more to rethink how they do work, as they're doing it from home. While at first no one was sure how it would work long term, now various companies and even TV networks are embracing their new lives via video chats. Whether it's Skype, Zoom, Discord, or what have you, the services allow people to interact, get work done, and more. There are even special watch-along shows being aired on places like ABC, CBS, and ESPN to help bring content to viewers from the homes of the celebrities and analysts themselves. Imagine what our world would be like if we didn't have video chat right now. Number 5. HEMA.
Its services. In 2018, the company began the process of uniting online and offline commerce.
The idea of shopping with your phone is not new, but stores like HEMA in China are trying to make it an even more innovative thing, where instead of just picking up your food and going on your way, you can scan the food via barcode and it's compiled with all your other items and then either picked up by you after you paid or delivered to your home. The app also shows you various things you can cook with your items, and the stores use the data of your purchases to offer you discounts. Number 4. Camera surveillance.
Now is alarming. China has developed the world's largest network of surveillance cameras. The video shows a police.
Yes, Big Brother is watching you, and whether you realize it or not, it's only going to grow from here on out. Whether it's the United States, England, China, or even Japan, use of camera networks isn't just growing, it's evolving with many new technological features. The biggest one is AI, which are now being used to scan for specific people across a wide network. Certain countries are even being able to keep data via their camera, like where a person likes to go to most, who they hang out with, and more. So yes, Big Brother is watching you, and they're not going to stop. Number 3. FAST.
The full name of the construction is 500-meter aperture spherical telescope, abbreviated as FAST.
Believe it or not, you're looking at a telescope. Yes, a telescope that is 500 meters wide, but a telescope nonetheless. This massive project was made in China with the goal of searching space for signals that will help them discover new life forms, as well as get new signals about stars like pulsars. The project took over 5 years just to build, and even then it took many more years to get it ready for use. But it's in use now, and more than likely, more like it will be following. Number 2. Robots.
When the championship was held for the first time, it immediately attracted the attention of robotic fans from the United States.
Robots are another sci-fi fantasy that at one time was just a dream, but nowadays, that dream is becoming closer and closer to a true reality. We already have small robots, including ones that are true toys, but they're getting better, more advanced. Some of them are even being used in places like China and the US for robot wars. Some are controlled by humans and others battle on their own. There are even people who are claiming to be making their own Gundams soon. Truly, we live in an age of wonders. Number 1. AI. Artificial intelligence is considered one of the holy grail technologies of the future. But if you look around the world, you already have AI in various places and objects, such as your iPad with Siri, your home remote with Alexa, and your personal business AI in Watson. AI is used all over the world to help people with various tasks and missions, including being used by various authorities to help catch criminals. The end game, if you will, is to have AI assistants for the common man, as well as helping people with various business needs. Of course, some of you will fear Skynet being born from this, but Judgment Day may not be as inevitable as previously believed. Thanks for watching! What do you think of these technologies that are making our lives easier and can change how the world works? Which of these pieces do you think will have a global impact going forward? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the channel.